Hello, welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Jarrett, sitting in for Sandy Benson. And Hilton Head Island, as you know, has a very rich history, but there has never been a permanent Hall of Fame to enshrine the visionaries who have made this place what it is today. That's about to change thanks to our next guests and the Hilton Head Rotary Club. We have Hank Noble and Karen Coley here from the Rotary Club, and they're here to tell us about the Hilton Head Island Hall of Fame, and that's the latest project of the Rotary Club. Tell us a little bit about how this project came to fruition.
Well, it came through the brainchild of our current president, Mike Tchaikovsky, and a bunch of us who are looking forward to a way of determining who really made a special difference here and how could we make sure that they get remembered forever. We live in a really remarkable community, and those of us who've seen it grow over the years recognize that that didn't just happen. It happened because remarkable people did remarkable things and created a place that's different from where we were and different from where we visit, and just different place, a really remarkable place to raise your families, to live out your years, to be part of a sensational community. And somehow, if we don't remember how we got here, it will be that much harder to sustain it and keep going forward.
Now, picking that inaugural class, as you mentioned, so many remarkable people doing remarkable things, that has to be a pretty daunting task. How are you going about that, and how can people nominate folks who they think have made a mark on Hilton Head?
Well, yes, indeed, it is a daunting task. And when Mike asked me to chair this project, I was able to reach out to the people in our club to join, and best committee I have ever worked with, Karen being a member, just a remarkable group of people who are working very hard. And our task was to create the environment and to kind of set down the ground rules and create the nominating form, which is due September 28th at its latest date and can be found on the Hilton Head Rotary website, hiltonheadrotary.com. Did I get that right?
The HiltonHeadRotary.com, and also on the Hilton Head Island Hall of Fame.com. And we also are going to put the nomination forms at the public library, at some churches, and we will be taking them to some retirement communities. You can also call the Hilton Head Island Rotary Club and get the nomination form there too.
And cleverly you guys are putting all that information on the screen, so thank you very much for doing that. We have found 6 people who are anonymous, who will actually make the determination from those nominating forms. They will be given a number of how many people we can put into our inaugural class. They will go through all of those applications, and we hope there are many, many applications. And once we have the nominations, they will determine who will be the inaugural class. It's our expectation that this project will go on forever, and each year there will be some new nominees to become Hilton Head Hall of Fame honorees.
What are kind of the baseline requirements for becoming an honoree for the Hall of Fame?
Well, they're really kind of very easy, and we wanted to make them as broad as possible. You will have to have done something that impacts dramatically with long-term effects on the island of Hilton Head and its people. Those impacts will have had to happen in the 20th and 21st century, and that's about it. We wanted to keep that door wide open. Now, we had a lot of discussion about whether we could go even earlier than the 20th century, but since it's unlikely anybody's around here who will remember that, we thought we would go with a nominating form that could actually be filled out.
Yeah, not any danger of offending anyone who made a mark before that time.
I mean, William Hilton would be a great source, but his mom isn't here anymore to do it.
Where will this Hall of Fame be located?
It'll be located on the grounds of the Coastal Discovery Museum. Right now our plan is to build a historically correct tabby wall and hang our bronze plaques on those walls showing who the honorees are. In addition to that, we are currently working on a project that will put a QR code on each of those plaques, so if you hold up your phone or your iPad, you'll be able to get the history and the details of why that person was selected.
Incredible technology, isn't it?
Isn't that cool?
And we'll have it on our website also, so if you go to the website, you'll be able to read about them after our event is over. And we're hoping the community really puts their thinking cap on and helps us find the best nominees.
Do you have an idea about the number of nominees you're looking for this first class, or are you leaving that open-ended as well?
Yeah, that's very much open. We don't know how many people are going to take the trouble to make the nominating form. The number of honorees will be determined by, in part, how many nominees we get, and frankly, by our budget. there are budgetary considerations. There are so many potential people that even if your person doesn't get selected this year, come on back, because it's our intent that this Hall of Fame will be forever. And each year there will be new nominees, new honorees, and new opportunities to note those past accomplishments and the things that are yet to come. Because the beauty of what our community is not only what happened, it's the potential of what's going to happen. And when you look at a community our size and you see all the various charitable advances and commercial advances and social advances, it's remarkable that we can do what we do with as few people as we actually have living here. One other point I wanted to make, because we are so much a tourism-related and real estate-related community, and there have been great people in those areas who've done really super stuff. We're also an arts community. We're a social services community. We're the most charitable group I've ever encountered. And so when you're thinking about who deserves these honors, think beyond the commercial end of it and look beyond that to some of those other socially prominent ends of it as well.
Well, thank you so much, Hank and Karen, for joining us today. And folks, remember that deadline is coming up in just a little over a month, so get to HiltonHeadIslandHallOfFame.com and download that nomination form. We also will have a couple of tickets to give away on our WHHI Facebook page, a couple of tickets for the big announcement and the concert.
That's right. It'll be a tribute to Johnny Mercer concert November 1st at the Westin, and we have a couple tickets that are going to be available and for someone to come and join us and see who our honorees will be.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.